Ladies and gentlemen, we are a couple days late to the fray, but finally, we are here with what makes usually Friday nights that special, but we're taking a pit stop to Monday nights as Mayhem is finally your way. It is live and we are ready to go, and ladies and gentlemen, although we have a grand show stacked for you here tonight, what you now are seeing, what will be opening the show, it is the American Dragon himself, Bryan Danielson. Well, this man has had a lot on his mind and hasn't seen the WWE Universe in person since pre-WrestleMania, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you what you're looking at. You're looking at a Bryan Danielson who is not only hungry, but is out for vengeance. This man has been on an absolute warpath, and we've seen last Sunday how Bryan Danielson took a chair to the OC, putting them out of commission, and now he is coming for the leader. He made sure that he got the little guys out of the way so he can go after the final boss, and that right now is known as AJ Styles. Ladies and gentlemen, when it comes down to wrestling, when it comes down to professional wrestling and dream matches, this is one that's got to be on the top of anybody's bingo card. If you know wrestling, then you know Bryan Danielson and AJ Styles. And come this Sunday at Unforgiven, they are not only going to absolutely tear the house down, but they are going to show the WWE Universe what professional wrestling is. Man, I can only imagine what Bryan has to say. I have sat back there for 3 days, 3 goddamn days, waiting for this opportunity, waiting for tonight to say everything that I gotta say, to get everything off my chest, because this Sunday we embark on history. This Sunday we embark on an event that I have yet wrestled at. We embark on Unforgiven, where for the first time ever, WWE goes to San Juan, Puerto Rico, and I said it for WrestleMania, and the same case goes for Unforgiven. How can you have a WWE pay-per-view without the American Dragon, without Bryan Danielson? And it's a pay-per-view that's going to promise to live up to its name, because that is the exact word that I would describe the tension between me and the so-called self-proclaimed phenomenal one known as AJ Styles. If you want to be quite frank, if you want to be quite honest, I've been the phenomenal one. I've excelled. I have done every single thing in my career to become the best superstar that I can possibly be in this ring, on the microphone, no matter where I go and how I do it. When people look at Wrestlepluss, they think of Bryan Danielson. They think of the bangers that I have put on in the past. They think of the opportunities that I have had in the past, the spotlights that I have made into the glorious lights that you look back on today. And come Unforgiven, the same case will be said for AJ Styles. I am going to take everything from him, just like he took everything from me. You only get one WrestleMania, one time a year, one special night to be on that grand stage, and I was offered a grand stage. I was offered bright lights and bright opportunities, and it got squandered by AJ Styles because Styles is ignorant. Styles couldn't handle sharing that glory on a match card that had so many great superstars top to bottom on it, and I was supposed to be there. But it's okay. It is okay, because you did something for me. You did something for me that I've been looking for. I've been looking for a very long time, and somehow AJ Styles was able to grab it. I have been waiting for that hunger to return. I have been waiting for that hunger to bring me back, because when I am hungry, I am ready to fight. And God damn it, at Unforgiven, win, lose, or draw, I am going to take something from you. I am going to take something very important from you, Styles. I am going to take your career. Well, that one getting personal for Bryan Danielson, but we've talked about it so many times before, but we gotta show you it is coming your way this Sunday, as AJ Styles will be going one-on-one with the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson. AJ Styles put this man out, and he thought he put him out for good, but no, Bryan is back, and he is better than ever. And he wants the phenomenal one. Wise words by Bryan Danielson, but after, returning shorter than, usual, shorter than he was supposed to, can Bryan Danielson truly walk away with the victory here tonight? He turned a 5-month injury into a 2.5-month injury. The questions are on everybody's mind. Ladies and gentlemen, my name It is General Manager Wade Barrett, and I am here to conduct and ask the questions for the split-screen interview between Sheamus and Ridge Holland. Now, men, you guys are both in your respective parts of the building here tonight for obvious reasons. Now, my first question is to Sheamus. What happened? Why did you do what you did at WrestleMania? Do you feel like it gained you any success in your career? And if so, was it worth it? Was it worth it? Come on, fella. Do you see what I'm doing right now? The Brawling Brutes weren't doing anything near this, and that is because the Brawling Brutes weren't anything more than a mock team. You know what they called us in the industry? A jobber team, and they called us that for a damn good reason, because we were all talk and we didn't deliver. And it wasn't on my behalf. It was on Butch's behalf. It was on Holland's behalf. As much as you want to sit here and smug and look at me all angry, you know it's the truth. The fact of the matter is, you were the problem, and I eradicated that problem. You were a tumor that got cut out. The surgery was WrestleMania, and the bro kick, well, that was my scalpel. But the problem is, there seems to be a bit left in me, buddy, because you just keep coming back. Why do you keep coming back over and over and over again? I lay you out on the stage. I lay you out on the grandest stage, and yet you still come back. You want to fight me? You really want to fight me? Then name the time. Name the place, fella. But I promise you one thing and one thing only. This is going to be the last time I ever see you on this brand again, because when I'm done with you, you better take your ass to Raw. You better go to AEW. You better find something. I don't care what you do, but you're getting the hell off of Mayhem. Because I challenge you next week to a loser leaves Mayhem match. What do you say about that, fella? You want to fight me next week? Well, you know what? You got me. Next week, me and you one-on-one, but I promise you one thing and one thing only. Ridge Holland is going absolutely nowhere. Because when Butch is back from injury, me and him are going to absolutely dominate the tag team division and take those Mayhem tag team championships. And I'll be able to say to him that I defeated you. I'll be able to say to him that I took down the one man who was really holding us back. If you want to think about it, sure, maybe we weren't great on execution, but it was you that put together the plans. You were a bad leader, and you can't admit it. You can't recognize it. Somewhere deep inside you, you understand that your main event talent was washed out back in 2011. What you are doing now is pointless. You are going to be nothing more than a third guy. Everywhere you go, you've been that. And you will, the same case will be said after next week. The difference between me and you is if you do go over to Raw, well, I better hope that they do something with you, because I genuinely wish the best for you, Sheamus, because I didn't want this. I didn't want to fight you. I didn't want it to come to this. I wanted to defeat the Shield at WrestleMania, gather our WrestleMania moment, and I wanted to stand on top of the brand, go after the championships, and have the Brawling Brutes dripping in gold. Because if there's one thing, win, lose, or draw, that we do every single time we step into the ring, is drop banger after banger after banger. You taught me that. And next week, the student becomes the teacher, because I am kicking your ass off this brand. Well, ladies and gentlemen, tensions are obviously high. I'm gonna let you two get escorted out the building before something else goes down here tonight. But before you do, I'll make it official. Next week, loser leaves Mayhem. It is going down as Sheamus will be going one-on-one with the Ridge Holland, the student versus the teacher, right here on Mayhem. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as the night continues on, later tonight we are going to be getting tag action as the Alpha Academy 2.0 are going to be taking on the Authors of Pain. This one is going to be a battle of two heavyweight teams going at it. Who's going to be able to walk away with the win? Well, I'll tell you, we'll find out tonight. And then our second split-screen interview, it'll be featuring the North American Championship match participants when Dijak goes somewhat face-to-face via monitor with Chad Gable. It all goes down tonight, and that's not all, ladies and gentlemen. As coming up next, we are going to be seeing JD McDonagh go one-on-one with Ricochet. Can McDonagh knock off Ricochet and get the Judgment Day a big win before the main event when the Women's World Champion Rhea Ripley goes one-on-one with Charlotte Flair for the first time since Survivor Series 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know about you, but I'm ready to run it back. It goes down tonight inside your main event, but coming up this Sunday, it is going to be the Unforgiven pay-per-view, and Rhea Ripley is going to have to get her hands dirty just a little more, as she is going to be going against the former best friend of Charlotte, being Becky Lynch. Will Lynch finally be able to knock off the Women's World Champion, the Nightmare herself, Rhea Ripley, as these two women have crossed paths in the past, but never before on the great lights of a pay-per-view? San Juan, we are coming your way, and we are also coming with that tag team action, as over here on the Mayhem side, we are getting new tag team championships, never been crowned, never been seen before, and it's coming your way. It is coming your way May 12th right here on the Wrestlepluss YouTube channel. It is going to be the Authors of Pain versus the Heart and Soul DIY, and when you talk about dream matches, you can only highlight them on the grand lights of San Juan, as this one is going to be an absolute dream match, as Bryan Danielson goes one-on-one with AJ Styles. It is the American Dragon versus the Phenomenal One, two men who have studied the art of professional wrestling all over the world and finally wrestle inside Wrestlepluss Squared Circle. It's going to be damn good. And for the North American Championship, we are looking at a hungry new superstar on the rise here in Universe Mode, Dijak. After making his debut in this year's draft, he has been on nothing more than a rampage, and he is going after the newly first ever North American Champion, Chad Gable, and that goes down May 12th this Sunday at Unforgiven. And when you look at this match right here, it has a lot of question marks, but ladies and gentlemen, what I can now confirm will start off the show this Sunday at Unforgiven. It'll be for the World Heavyweight Championship, Jon Moxley going one-on-one with the Archer of Infamy, Damian Priest. Can Priest get the title for Finn Balor? We'll find out this Sunday. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are back out here in the Mayhem Zone, and we are ready to go, as it is going to be JD McDonagh going one-on-one with the human highlight reel himself. Some people call him the King of Friday Nights. His name is Ricochet, and here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, he is looking to not only prove a point, but to win a match for the Judgment Day. The Judgment Day here tonight have two matches, and he is looking to go 2-0 to start us off here, as Rhea Ripley will be in the main event going against Charlotte Flair, as we all know that one is set to be a damn good one. But man, what a night so far it has been here tonight on Mayhem. I want to thank each and every single one of you for stopping by. If you haven't done so far, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. It supports the channel, and we surely appreciate it. But ladies and gentlemen, the focus back in to lock in just a little bit and get into the action. This one looks hard-hitting, as hard-hitting gets, as Dominic Mysterio is, walking JD McDonagh out to the ring, and they look like they mean business. They look like they are here to do one thing and one thing only, and that is dominate Mayhem, the same way they promised on the debuted episode. The mission statement has not gone anywhere. It's just taking its time. But when it comes to these two men, they know exactly what time the Godfather, the Judgment Day, Damian Priest is on. And that is fight time. This one's going to be very, very interesting, ladies and gentlemen. But if you haven't done so far, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and subscribe for more content on the channel, as more content is most definitely coming you guys' way. As this one is going to be fun as fun gets. The human highlight reel is here, and he is ready to go. Ricochet is here, ladies and gentlemen. Man, oh man, we haven't seen Ricochet in action in a couple of weeks here in Universe Mode since 2 weeks ago, when he went one-on-one with Jon Moxley in the main event of Mayhem. And although he did lose that matchup, I don't want to take away the effort and the work that he did within the matchup itself. Now, Ricochet went off. If you know the human highlight reel, if you know Ricochet and what he does when he steps into the ring, the magic that this man creates and the way that he is able to captivate the audience, it is something that only legends talk about, and Ricochet is able to do it in one single night. The problem with Ricochet is execution. If Ricochet can find himself some momentum, a way to execute, then ladies and gentlemen, we could be looking at a future North American champion in our presence, as Ricochet has the look, he has the feel, he has the face, and he sure as hell has the in-ring wrestling ability. Now the big question that I have for you guys tonight is, does Ricochet's path to success, path to glory, does it start here tonight against JD McDonagh? Well, so many questions are asked, but it can only be answered by actions, as we are wasting absolutely no time. Let's get right into it. As look at that now. JD McDonagh trying to grab up Ricochet here tonight, not playing any games with a big Irish whip, bouncing him off of the rope there. Beautiful work there by Ricochet, the human highlight reel, doing his work here, doing his due diligence, not playing any games with JD McDonagh here tonight, as McDonagh gets now stomped down, and Ricochet with a beautiful moonsault right off of the ropes, making Ricochet, or excuse me, making JD McDonagh hurt for that one, as Ricochet now, getting some damage done to him by JD McDonagh, and Ricochet doesn't know where he's at or what's going on, as JD McDonagh for the second time in a row hitting him with a standing moonsault, showing Ricochet a bit of maneuvers of his own, showing that he can get a little human highlight, really, I guess. As Ricochet looking to make me eat my words, I eat my words again, as JD McDonagh, beautiful Irish whip across the ring, big slaps to the chest there by JD McDonagh. McDonagh now, what does he have in mind here? Showing shades of the Prince, and a big drop kick into the corner. As Finn Balor is the teacher of JD McDonagh. He's brought him under his belt since before Judgment Day. That started the career of JD McDonagh pre-WWE. And now we're seeing a little bit of that influence here tonight, as that bit of an abdominal stretch here by JD McDonagh to Ricochet. Ricochet a little hurt here, not knowing where he's at, catching him up and dropping him down with a leg scissors. Beautiful work there by Ricochet. Beautiful, beautiful work. Now bouncing off of the rope. Elbow catching him right in the face. Has the crowd on his feet, but you see Dominic Mysterio looking to play a factor in this one, as Mysterio throwing a sledgehammer to the inside of the ring, and once again, Ricochet not playing any games, doing what he has to do here tonight. And Ricochet now looking to do some more damage as he picks up JD McDonagh. What does he have in mind for McDonagh now, as, snap gear suplex there. JD McDonagh is one hell of a wrestler, but Ricochet, man, he's a wrestler that it's, in one kind of guy, as Ricochet takes him down into the cover. Is this one going to be it right before the commercial break? No, we'll be right back right after this. As it has been announced that this one will be the kickoff for your pay-per-view this Sunday at Unforgiven. It is going to be newly World Heavyweight Champion Jon Moxley in his first title defense ever, as he is going to be going one-on-one with the Archer of Infamy, Damian Priest. Can Priest get the championship back for Finn Balor? So many question marks, so many eyebrows are raised, but the big question that I have on my mind is, can Priest get the job done? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're back from commercial break, as Ricochet hitting a beautiful backstabber there on JD McDonagh. But as we said over the commercial break, interesting development as we learned over tonight's episode that the World Heavyweight Championship will be kicking off a pay-per-view for the first time ever here in Universe Mode. And look at this now. Look at this now. Beautifully done. Into the cover he goes. What? Ricochet with a kick out at one, looking to get the crowd off their feet a little more, looking to get him into this one. As, God, no. No, look at this. JD McDonagh wrenching back on Ricochet, not letting up. Ricochet has no choice, but no, doesn't tap out, stays alive in it. Beautifully done there by Ricochet. I mean, what a way to come back from commercial break. Big drop kick there by JD. McDonagh staying on the attack, doing what he has to do here tonight. Now calling him up to his feet. What the hell does he have in mind here for Ricochet as he goes through the ropes? Gives Ricochet a taste of his own medicine here tonight, as JD McDonagh needs a win for the Judgment Day. And a win for the Judgment Day. He looks to get elbow drop. Lines him up. Not like this. Boom! Recoil by JD McDonagh! The disrespect being shown on display by JD McDonagh is absolutely crucial here tonight. Ricochet getting beaten with his own maneuver here tonight. The insult by injury from JD McDonagh. Oh, shut up, shut up. I'm sick and tired of this. I'm not going to this face-to-face split-screen interview. I don't know what kind of superstar you thought you were dealing with, but I am a professional wrestler, which means the things that I do gets done inside that square circle. So if the champion has words for the challenger, then the champion will tell the challenger those words to his face. So that goes for you. If you have something to say to me, Chad, then say it to me next week. Mayhem, go home show. We got a contract to sign anyway. Why not do it in front of the entire WWE universe? But I promise you one thing and one thing only. After Unforgiven, when I'm raising the championship above my head and they call me the new North American champion, finally, the world will have no choice but to feast their eyes. Just as a reminder to the WWE Universe Mode, Ilya Dragunov is coming soon to Universe Mode, as he has been hyped up over the last couple of weeks. And the big question is, when is the Tsar coming to Universe Mode? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we can confirm that Ilya Dragunov will be making his debut, the first Mayhem after Unforgiven. Can't wait, and I'll see you guys then. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we continue a long and successful night of professional wrestling, we will continue it on as the Creed brothers, the newest addition of the Creed brothers being Julius and Brutus Creed, Alpha Academy. They are back and they are ready to go as they will be taking on the #1 contenders for the Mayhem World Tag Team Championships, the Authors of Pain. This one is going to be a battle between bruiserweights here tonight, as these are meat madness matches that we are seeing. I'm telling you, I mean, come on, Brutus, Julius, I mean, come on. We're talking Akam and Razor. These are matches that people dream for, and we're seeing it right here in an episode of Mayhem, ladies and gentlemen, as we are looking to make Mayhem the brand when it comes to tag team wrestling. That is the dream for William Regal and Wade Barrett. But ladies and gentlemen, a team that has followed behind darkness in its wake, a team that can call themselves #1 contenders, who already have flights booked to San Juan, Puerto Rico, as the Authors of Pain. Ladies and gentlemen, the Authors of Pain are going to be making their way to the bright lights of San Juan when they go after the World Tag Team Championships. But the team that they are going to be going against, it's a dominant team, it's a dangerous team, it's a team that's been on the rise here in Universe Mode, even at WrestleMania, and it's DIY. But to talk about this one for a minute, Akam and Razor stepping into the ring with Julius and Brutus Creed. That right there is a dream match scenario in itself, but with Razor and Akam, with all focused in on WWE Unforgiven, you gotta think that they're just looking to brush past these guys. We're looking at a match that can easily main event a pay-per-view any day of the week when it comes down to professional tag team wrestling. But ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be taking place right here tonight. It's crazy to think about, but that's the one to watch out for this Sunday at Unforgiven. DIY versus AOP. That one's going to be good, but AOP looking to start off their course of bangers here tonight, as they look to go after the tag team championships. Well, all right, we see Razor starting off here with Brutus Creed. It was Brutus Creed who was knocked out last week here on Mayhem by Dijak. He was blindsided him and noticed by Dijak, which later led to a matchup with Julius Creed, which Julius Creed was unsuccessful in winning that matchup. Just showing how dangerous Dijak is. Oh my God. Big punch to the gut there by Akam, as Akam's now the legal man in the ring. And oh, beautiful work there, working on the neck of Brutus Creed. You know, Brutus and Julius are going into this one at less than 100% because of the damage that Dijak did to him. So just thinking about what these two guys, or what these four guys can do when they're at 100% is insane. So I'm excited to see what they're going to be able to do at a level like this, a level where they're really going to have to show up and show out here tonight, as we are weeks away from WWE Unforgiven coming your way May 12th. It's going to be damn good. And oh, wait a minute. Look at this now as Akam bouncing him right off of the ropes. What does he have in mind as he's ducking down low? Big pop-up. Gets him. Didn't seem like he had all of it at first, but he ended up getting it together. Beautifully done there by Akam. Oh my God, Akam just continuing to show off the dominance, continuing to show off how dangerous that he can be inside the squared circle. As look at this now, both men getting tangled up here, looking to bring him to his brother Akam, or excuse me, Rezar. As Rezar wants him, and whatever Rezar wants, Rezar gets his man, taking him down there. Beautiful work there by Rezar as Brutus Creed looking to fight out of this one. But I eat my words there. As AOP, they are fired up, and they are going up against a less than, I'd say, even 50% Alpha Academy here tonight. Beautiful takedown. The Authors of Pain showing off to the world, but wait a minute, I don't think they're realizing what's going down. As this one getting the tag in, knocking him, and oh! The referee got knocked down. We're going to need somebody to go check on her. Oh my God, she's saying she's fine. She's able to get up to her feet, but my God. She is in a ring with beast of opponents right now. Into the cover now. Is Julius going to be able to knock him down here? And no. As I believe that is Rezar in the ring. Knocking off and going at it here tonight with Julius as he looks to get him off his feet, and he does successfully. Beautiful work there by Rezar here tonight, as Rezar's been the more dominant one when it comes down to the Authors of Pain, doing more of the heavy lifting when it comes down to this team. But here tonight, Akam getting a lot of hits in, I'd argue. But wait a minute. Oh my God. Twisting and just snapping that neck as Julius Creed looks like he wants out, but he's fighting. He's fighting for the good fight of Alpha Academy, as they were just recently introduced under this new regime. And they are looking to make a statement as Julius with 2 back-to-back takedowns. Looking to go after Rezar now. Oh man, this might be the momentum that Alpha Academy needs. Big drop kick didn't knock down Akam. He needs to do something to knock down Akam. Can he do it, ladies and gentlemen? To find out as we go on commercial break. We're going to be right back right after this. Well, it's been the theme of this one all night, as Unforgiven hype is all around the world, ladies and gentlemen, and coming your way for the first time ever. Mayhem Tag Team Championships on the line. It is going to be the Authors of Pain going 2-on-2 with the heart and soul of Mayhem. It is DIYs, Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano. Who can get the job done? Find out this Sunday on Unforgiven. Well, all right, we are back from commercial break. As you see, Brutus Creed now the legal man in the ring with Akam here tonight, as Akam looks like he's down and out is the least to say, as a big splash there by Brutus, but Rezar finding a way to get out of it, as now bringing him off of the ropes. Big power slam there. The Authors of Pain, they are just a team unmatched, unlike any that we have ever seen here in Universe Mode history. And here tonight, they are looking to continue that dominance. As look at this now. Picks him up. Drops him down. Big power bomb. But oh, Julius Creed helps him. And the WWE Universe getting off their feet for this one, ladies and gentlemen, as Julius Creed coming to the aid. Coming to the aid. One of the members of the Authors of Pain are down and out. And now going right after Akam. Going right after Akam is Brutus. Sees a moment and opportunity where he can do what he has to do. But I may have got eaten up there, as that may have been Akam. And now Rezar's in the ring. And look at this now, bouncing off the ropes and catching him. As it is, yes, Rezar and Brutus, the 2 legal men in the ring since the commercial break, as big takedown there, working on the knee. Meeting them right to the outside, giving them no room to breathe. You see, this is when the Authors of Pain are at their most dangerous, their most dominant, when they are at a level like this, when they are doing things at this caliber. And here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing a different Authors of Pain. Tonight, we are seeing an Authors of Pain who are hungry, who are violent, who know in less than a week's time they are going for tag team championships, and they can soon maybe call themselves the first. As oh man, this one is definitely hard hitting, and you see Brutus looking to bring him back into the ring as the referee. She's on the count of 7 as gets in there. Brutus gets Rezar in the ring exactly where he wants him, exactly where he needs him to be. Picks him up and drops him down. Beautifully done there, as this match is absolutely insane. As yes, we want to remind you in our main event coming up next, it is going to be a Survivor Series rematch from over 7 months ago when Rhea Ripley, the Women's World Champion, goes one-on-one with the challenger here tonight, Charlotte Flair. Flair making her return for the first time since the Women's #1 Contender Battle Royale, but for the first time in singles action since Survivor Series, so that one's going to be interesting. As look at this now, big sidewalk slam there by Razor. Is Razor, man, not going for a tag here tonight is definitely a very interesting choice to say the least. As look at this now, beautiful work being done, dominant work being done as we see here is, look at this, finally getting that tag in. It seems like you might have heard me here tonight as he was just right on that one. Beautiful slide there by Akam. Is Akam now legal man in the ring? He looks like he wants to clean up house on the man Brutus here tonight as Julius has been sitting this one out. Sits him down and out. Julius down on the ropes, not knowing what hit him. To Brutus, and no! I mean, at some point, ladies and gentlemen, it was a straight massacre. And the Authors of Pain, they're signaling. They signaled to the timekeeper and to the back to keep their music off, to let them bathe in these boos here tonight. Because as they say, they're haters, they fuel him, or them. As wait a minute, we're getting backstage news. Oh my God, is that Damian Priest laying out Moxley? What the hell did we just see? What? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've been waiting for this one all goddamn night, and I'm finally going to be able to say the words, but it's almost time for your main event, as we are going to be seeing for the first time ever here in Season 3, Women's Main Event, Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair. It is a Survivor Series rematch, and it goes down right here tonight on Mayhem. You know what? You want to try to make a fool of me? You want to try to take everything that I stand for? Well, guess what, JD? I want another match. I want to face you again. I want to face you again on the Mayhem Go Home show, but this time, last man standing. You only got 1 week, buddy. Answer the challenge. Than offense here tonight, but she's had her fair share of offense. And wait a minute, once again, electric chair, but this time inverted. Make sure the face gets all of it. 2 and 3. But one thing remains true, and it's been remaining true for a very long time. Who can beat Rhea Ripley? Well, ladies and gentlemen, the contract's got to get signed regardless, but after Wade Barrett seeing what went down earlier tonight with these two men going at it and Moxley going through a car windshield, I mean, my God, ladies and gentlemen, next week for the Mayhem Go Home show, 2 days before the biggest pay-per-view of all time, Unforgiven, it is going to be a contract signing for the World Heavyweight Championship between Jon Moxley and Damian Priest. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the sun is bright, the wind is nice, and it is a perfect time for what's to come. Up next, it is women's action as we are going to be having a women's main event here tonight with me and Charlotte Flair. Ladies and gentlemen, it feels good to say, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe for more, as it's time for the main event. Oh man, let's get right into the nitty-gritty as Charlotte Flair is going one-on-one with the champion here tonight. And although this isn't for the title, at one point the rivalry between these two women was all that personal, and you hear that pop by the WWE Universe. They are as excited for this one as I am. This is a way to main event for women's wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. Charlotte Flair has been yet to be cleared. She was cleared back in January, but we were just waiting on a perfect opportunity for Charlotte Flair, and Flair said, I don't want to be in the No Way Out chamber. I want my opportunity to be highlighted. I want my opportunity to be the spotlight opportunity. And ladies and gentlemen, post-draft, as Charlotte Flair has been crunching the numbers and seeing the viewership here on Mayhem, she realized that this right here was the only way to do it. Right here on Mayhem. As ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you guys so much for stopping by here in this episode. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe for more, as last week's episode of Mayhem here in Universe Mode is now sitting at 1,600 views, which is absolutely insane to say, and I want to thank each and every single one of you guys for that one. Those numbers right there is why Charlotte Flair felt that her presence would be felt best right here on the green brand here tonight. This one is going to be one hell of a matchup here tonight, as we already know the opponent for Rhea Ripley is looking at Becky Lynch for the Women's World Championship coming up at Unforgiven. But tonight, tonight, the creator of brutality tonight, Mommy, steps into the ring as she looks to go 2-0 against Charlotte Flair, and 2-0 in the night of dominance for the Judgment Day, as it was JD McDonagh to knock off Ricochet earlier tonight. And now Rhea Ripley is looking to get the job done for the Judgment Day, looking to keep the momentum on the side of the Judgment Day, as the Judgment Day has 2 matches going into Unforgiven, and we thought that tradition was going to be broken since Finn Balor wasn't the World's Heavyweight Champion anymore. But Damian Priest has taken the opportunity, and he is looking to bring the championship home to the Prince known as Finn Balor, and he is going to be standing side by side with Mommy herself, as Rhea Ripley is going to be going into a battle of her own, a battle, ladies and gentlemen, that I can say for sure is going to be hard-hitting, a battle that I can sit here and tell you right now that she is not going into 100% merely because of the one that we are seeing right here, right now, tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, when Rhea Ripley steps into that squared circle with Becky Lynch, she is not going to be the same woman because of the challenge that she has to go through tonight. You talk about a fighting champion, I want you to think about Rhea Ripley. As season 2, a lot of people called her a laid-back champion. A lot of people said that Rhea Ripley could have done more. She is taking the criticism that she has seen online. She is taking it, she is understanding it, and she is applying it to the in-ring work. And here tonight, as the crowd appreciates this one, Jessica Carr in the main event for the first time ever here in Universe Mode, as she, oh my God, has made her debut with us here in Season 3 as well. And for the first time ever, Jessica Carr in her own main event, Charlotte Flair in her own prospective main event, but Rhea Ripley, this is just another night for her, as Flair hits her with a beautiful big boot into the corner. Now Charlotte Flair working away on Rhea Ripley, understanding and dissecting, doing any and everything that she can possibly do here tonight, and you can't blame her, as Rhea Ripley is definitely going to have to stand 10 toes down on this one here tonight if she wants to walk away with the victory. As beautiful work there by Charlotte Flair. Flair knocking Rhea Ripley down on the other side of the ring. Once again, same maneuver she just did in the ring, putting those knees right into that midsection of the Women's World Champion. Now that right there, you want to talk about less than 100% going into Unforgiven, that's how you get there. As look at this now, Rhea Ripley looks to cinch in something heavy here, looks to get it into the midsection. But Charlotte Flair, she is back and she is ready to go, and this is it right here. You know, Charlotte Flair having weeks from the Women's Battle Royale a couple of weeks ago, that #1 Contenders Battle Royale, you know, not winning, not going to Unforgiven, but having a couple of weeks to rest from then, and then before that, she had 7 months. So when you think about Charlotte Flair, when you think about what Charlotte Flair has done inside the ring, when you think about just Charlotte in a whole, you know, Charlotte right now is more than close to 100% than I'd say than Rhea Ripley, if not 100%, as Rhea Ripley wrestled a couple of weeks ago here in Universe Mode against Blair Davenport. What a battle that was, as Rhea now going into the cover. Jessica Carr down into the pin. Is this one it? No. And man, oh man, I mean, the talent that we have brought in here in Universe Mode, especially on the referee side, has been absolutely amazing. Big Warriors press there by Rhea Ripley. As you see over on Raw, Charles Robinson has been absolutely killing the game. And here on Mayhem, Jessica Carr looks to do her same thing. As look at this now, Women's World Champion disrespecting, mocking Charlotte Flair, and Flair clipping her down. This may be a Flair that is liked by the WWE Universe, but this is the same old dirty tactics. And look at this now as Flair looks to line her up. Oh, man, cinched in. Beautiful work here by the Queen Charlotte Flair. But the brutality, the creator of brutality here tonight, Rhea Ripley is not allowing this one to go any further as Ripley and Charlotte trying to get their heads together. And Rhea Ripley with a beautiful combination, and now just going in for those strikes. You see those close-handed palms here tonight. Absolutely devastating work we are seeing here. And Charlotte, as she tries to create some distance for herself, playing possum a little bit, and it's working out for her advantage. Working away on the back. Down goes, or almost down goes Rhea. Oh, man, I hate my words. Rhea Ripley is not going down easy. I don't know if this bad blood between the two women was never squashed backstage, but 7 months is definitely showing that these women have all the hatred still for each other, as Rhea Ripley begging for Charlotte to get in the ring. Charlotte psyched out Rhea Ripley and now is laughing at Rhea Ripley as now Charlotte wants to do something big of her own, and Rhea moving out of the way and laughing at Charlotte. I mean, these women going to extreme lengths to not only beat the hell out of each other, but to humiliate each other, to just show off on a completely different level here tonight. What we are seeing here tonight is pettiness at its finest, and it's being shown off inside the wrestling circle as Rhea Ripley, beautiful neck drag there that she just did the Charlotte Flair, and Flair is definitely down. Looks like down for the count, but I could eat my words here as so many in the past has made me do. But it's not looking good. Is Ripley going to take this count out win? Referee on the count of 8, but Charlotte Flair getting right back into the ring as both women going for a collar outside lockup. Charlotte getting the best of her, going down over. Oh, beautiful spinning back elbow there into the quick cover. Is this one going to be here tonight? Women's World Champion down and out. No. Man, oh man, Charlotte thinking to herself, what the hell does she have to do to get the job done? As a beautiful leg drag there. As you know, she lines up those legs, and when she starts working on those legs, that figure 4 will get turned into a figure 8 real quick. And no, usually when she's wrestling, that's all she wrote. As Charlotte now dominating Rhea Ripley, doing what she has to do to walk away with the victory here tonight. I want to thank each and every single one of you for stopping by here in Universe Mode, as this episode of Mayhem, it is coming to you guys a couple of days late, but hopefully you guys are still enjoying what's being seen here on the channel. As look at this now, Rhea Ripley, beautiful work there by Charlotte, knocking off Ripley. You can definitely tell that Charlotte Flair took that injury that she had, and she was watching the Rhea Ripley tapes, and she was learning about Rhea Ripley and everything that she does in the ring, and you see it's working out for her here tonight. As Charlotte now, oh! Up on the ropes, did Flair have Ripley, and Ripley's down for the count now. What is Rhea Ripley? Oh my God, you see Flair working away like never before. When it comes down to those legs, you gotta be careful. As Rhea Ripley, oh my God, getting just dropped right into the mat, and Charlotte Flair getting the boost from the WWE Universe here tonight. Not something that I'd ever think I see, but as you see here, Charlotte, top rope goes Flair. What does she have in mind here for the Women's World Champion? Goes down but misses. The champion didn't have her well scouted. What does Rhea Ripley have in mind now? Wait a minute. This is just like Survivor Series. Electric chair position. No. Charlotte gets out of it. Charlotte Flair gets out of it and now has one of her own. It was the electric chair that Rhea Ripley hit on Charlotte Flair to beat her and retain the championship back at Survivor Series. Flair with a moonsault into the cover. No! What? Charlotte just became so close. Natural selection. 1, 2, 3, no! Women's wrestling indeed! Flair with the chops, heard around the world, and a big boot down. Goes the champion in a strut and a Woo! From the WWE Universe! What a match we are seeing. We said the mission statement for the women's wrestling here in Season 3 was to make it bigger, make it better than ever. And these two women are showing exactly what that mission statement looks like right here tonight as Rhea Ripley. Ripley feeling as confident as she can, bring Charlotte into the corner. Flair moving out of the way now, and a big elbow there by Charlotte Flair. Beautiful work there by Flair, having her opponent well scouted. Now looking to go for that foot into the corner and just driving the boot into the corner over and over and over. And now lining up Rhea Ripley for what could be the beginning of her reign as, oh, wait a minute, Ripley says no. Ripley says no, she is not having any of it, as Rhea Ripley now needs to find some way to capitalize, as we are going to be going on a commercial break. We will be right back right after this, but don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, we'll have all the coverage right after the break. When it comes to women's wrestling, it doesn't get any bigger, it doesn't get any better than this one, as Rhea Ripley has been on a mission statement to prove that this women's championship reign will go down in history as the best women's championship reign, and she looks to double down in San Juan, Puerto Rico, as we are going Unforgiven May 12th this Sunday. I'll see you there. Well, alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back from the commercial break, and during the commercial break, Charlotte Flair was doing any and everything that she could do to, you know, stay and get back the control. And as you see, she has the control in this one, as Flair now top rope, looking to go top rope. High risk, could it be high reward here tonight, as Flair has something in mind here for the women's world champion. And a big splash there by Flair into the cover. Is this one gonna be it? 2 and no. Ripley with a kick out. Beautiful work there. I mean, do you expect anything less from the women's world champion? You know, she dominates on a level that we have yet to be seen here in universe mode. And now, wait a minute, moving out of the way. And oh my God. Big kick there by Rhea Ripley. Ripley just, oh man, this is not something you want to do with Charlotte Flair, as she is going to blow back with those slaps straight to your chest, as those chops have definitely caved in some chest in the past. And Flair with a big chop, but Ripley says no. Ripley says no, but Charlotte says no, as both women having something to prove here tonight. And Charlotte seeming like she wants to prove that point that much more, but when it comes down to Rhea Ripley, she might not have what it takes to duke it out straight one-on-one with Charlotte Flair, as Flair now top rope. Can we see the moonsault once again, as Charlotte Flair, wait a minute, moonsault! 1, 2, no! How the hell does she have it in her to do this? As Flair now lining up. Could it be figure 8 time? Could it be figure 8 off the ropes and a spear, but no, missed? Wait a minute, Flair wanted a spear. Rhea Ripley said no. Ripley said no, and now has her in the corner. Wait a minute. Oh, alley-oop goes Flair. And usually from this point, it's all she wrote. As look at this, it's Survivor Series all over again. Ripley saying that's not enough. How is that not enough, Rhea? What else can you do to her, Rhea? Come on. Oh my God, wait a minute. No, Rhea now line her up. Riptide. 1, 2. Rhea Ripley continues to stay dominant. And as dominance comes, Rhea Ripley take nothing away from her. Towards the end, you can call it bullying, you could call it rebelling, but ladies and gentlemen, take nothing away from Charlotte Flair here tonight. When it came down to the work that these two women put in, they put it in. But Rhea Ripley, if she got more bangers in her, she's gonna have to pull the tricks right out of the hat, and I mean less than in 2 weeks time, because Unforgiven is coming your way May 12th here live on the YouTube channel. And we don't have a specific time, but we will by Saturday. But we are looking to work on the pay-per-view all week and do what we have to do to put this shit together, because we know that we are on absolute crunch time. But crunch time is the best time, because when I am pushed, when I am back, backed into a corner. The best work comes out, and then nothing will be cut out of the loop when it comes to good work for the pay-per-view, ladies and gentlemen, as the World Tag Team Championships are going to be on the line for the first time ever here in Universe Mode. The Mayhem World titles are going to be featured here, and we are looking to make an absolute statement and running this one back like they used to do back in the good old days in their own perspective universe. It used to be damn good, and we're looking to create our own magic, but when it comes to creating magic, the dream matches are on display at Unforgiven, as the phenomenal one AJ Styles is going to be going one-on-one with the American Dragon Bryan Danielson. This all started because Danielson had a dream match at Mania. Styles won against him in a random match, and Styles took it too far and almost ended the career of Bryan Danielson. But when it comes down to careers almost being ended, it looks like that's what Dijak's trying to do to the entire Alpha Academy, because last week we seen Dijak go on a complete rampage. In 2 weeks time at Unforgiven, May 12th, we are going to be seeing Chad Gable finally do what we have been waiting for him to do, and that is step up to Dijak. We seen him attack him last week. We've seen Dijak say, if you want me next week, meet me in the ring face to face to sign the contract. But speaking of contracts, one that we know we will be getting for sure for the World Heavyweight Championship, it is going to be Damian Priest, Jon Moxley, one-on-one. Can Priest do it for the Judgment Day? Can he bring the Prince home a World Heavyweight Championship? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to find out at Unforgiven, as that is set to come your way this Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be damn good. I love you guys so much, and I can't wait to see you guys again as we have 2 more episodes of Universe Mode to go before we get to you with the grand lights on San Juan, Puerto Rico. See you then.